Good morning from Snake Mountain Boatworks on Tuesday, August 30. John has continued working on the transom framing of the 46 Bright U22, and here's an update from him.
Well, I started by taking out all the galvanized bolts that they had in there that were really rusty.
That's the sister brace, right?
This is the sister brace, and this is the kind of fasteners they've had in it. They had galvanized fasteners, but they were already completely rusted and obviously going to fail some point in time. Probably not today, but yeah, pretty bad. So then I took this all apart here. I had to take the row of screws out of the outside here, and this piece here got this inside piece is good and solid all the way down to the bottom. And if I do take this whole corner out, well, I say to the bottom, but that's to the top of the boat because it's upside down. But if I do take that corner out, I'm also going to run into problems with the gunnel framing attached to the top part of this nice solid piece of oak. So what I propose to do with this, instead of tearing all the framing apart in this corner here, I'm just going to notch out part of it down a ways, and I'm going to scarf in a new piece up on top instead of replacing the whole corner, because that is still all structural down in there. It's just the butt joint was really not structural at all, and the big hoggy sister that was inside doesn't match the existing what was sistered in there, whereas a secondary framing in there was 5/4 piece of oak. So after I put this piece all back together with a scarf, I'm still going to bring this inside piece up through as a double frame with 5/4 oak. When I took this apart, I also found that this cleat has been changed back about a foot, and it's re-rotted, dry rotted and stuff. So I'm just going to take that piece back, and what I'm going to do is take it back to the framing and reattach it to the framing back in here, so I don't have to put a sister on these two cleats. I'm going to do one on both sides, and on the other side I'm going to take it back 2 frames. But so what I did find was there's a few pieces of wood that aren't really attached to anything when I got it apart. These,
I think you also found that the splash rails are mismatched, right?
yeah,
Because Mr. Butt Joint also was too lazy to fabricate a proper replacement.
this is what I have here for splash rails. I have this one on the port side, which has no detail to it at all. It's basically flat. And then I have the starboard side, which had some detail to it, and it was actually raised where the chrome is. So we're going to make 2 of these that match the one that has the raised piece of wood for the chrome.
And in part that's because that was fastened with stainless, and every one of those screw holes where there was stainless all worked their way out as the stainless screws failed, right?
Yes, and every hole is butchered and broke loose. So definitely going to put a new piece on there on each side.
So do you think you're finally to the point where, other than those 2 battens you've torn out, what you have to tear up?
And then I'm scarfing these out and starting to put in new.
So you get to actually create something rather than just undo somebody else's terrible work.
Right, it'll be wonderful.
Well, I look forward to the next video showing some progress on that front. For now, thank you so much, and goodbye from Snake Mountain Boatworks.